RMJ Movie Reviews back again. Back on a little hiatus, y'all, with the grizzly beard jumping off. Um, Look, y'all, I'm sick. I'm really sick. I've been sick. Haven't been to work. Um, I'm sick. So, this is how much I love films. I'm willing to hop back in the saddle while I'm sick with a sinus infection and give you a review of Den of Thieves. Well, what can I say about Den of Thieves? I'm a fan of this cop genre and good guys versus bad guys, and I'm a fan of the movie Heat. The movie Triple Nine that came out, I think it was 2 years ago. Kind of forgotten. Chewie Ejiofor was in it. Casey Affleck, Woody Harrelson. I thought that movie was okay. I've actually appreciated that a little bit better on Blu-ray and DVD. And many of the other rip-off Heat style bank robbery movies. I like Dead Presidents, the Hughes Brothers movies. And on to this movie. And let me go back a little bit to Gerard Butler. I remember Gerard Butler way back for when he did Dracula 2001. I actually embarrassingly saw that film when it came out at the theater. But then again, that film came out when I was 19, and it came out in the wake of the Scream sequels, and that was a Miramax Dimension production and blah, 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 blah. But I remember him from way back then. I'm kind of mixed on Gerard Butler. Some things I like him in, and some things I don't. He's good in the Olympus and London That Fallen movies. The first one and second one were okay. I'm alright with Butler. I like him in Law Abiding Citizen, disposable trash, but good schlocky fun. And I really think he's good here. I really think Gerard Butler is really fantastic in this movie. I really enjoyed his performance and his character in this movie. I thought he really became this character in this movie. Ice Cube's son. I think this guy's a good actor. I thought he was really good in Ingrid Goes West, and I really enjoyed his performance here too. A little dry, a little rusty maybe here and there, but I really enjoyed his performance. So overall, I liked the movie. Big issues here. My biggest issue with this thing is too long. This movie is 2 hours and 10 minutes. It felt like it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's too long. Too long. It's way too bloated. There are too many unnecessary scenes here. Like the stuff with Gerard Butler and his family. It's just not needed. I heard some other YouTube reviewers saying that they believe like this movie was trying to imitate a Michael Mann movie, imitate Heat. I'd say that's a fair description. And I didn't even catch it until like the really scenes of like Gerard Butler on the beach and the city landscapes and kind of the Tangerine Dream-esque sounding score. So then I was kind of like, oh yeah, I kind of see it now. But only thing is, this just doesn't have the interesting characters that Heat had. I will say Gerard Butler's character is interesting, but to me, in my mind, he was the only character that I was really fascinated by. But then once you get into his home life and his kids' life, it's just typical stuff. I think all that stuff should have been cut out, and it should have just been left, surface level. And then there's a couple scenes like with 50. Look, I'm not a hater, but I cannot in my mind process why 50 Cent is in this movie. I just can't. I think as far as that aspect of selling films, I thought that was an aspect of movie making that was played out now, using the rapper, because I thought that was long done with way back in the 90s, but apparently they're still trying to use it. I just don't understand why 50 Cent is here. I just don't. Although I will say he does have a nice little imitation scene from Bad Boys 2 that I thought was a really hilarious and unnecessary scene, but it was funny. But I just don't understand why he's here in this movie. I just don't. But I really, those are my biggest qualms with the movie, is that it is just too bloated and it's too filled with unnecessary scenes. There's a third act twist. I mean, the third act goes on way too long. I mean, way too long. I mean, oh my God, guys. I mean, I know people complained about the Dark Knight, the Heath Ledger Dark Knight when it came out, saying that the ferry boat thing was added. I mean, oh my God, this makes the ferry boat finale of the Dark Knight look like a 80-minute movie. I mean, my God, this thing, it just goes on and on and on and on. It doesn't stop. This is definitely taking a note from Transformers 4 and the last one that came out the last night. It's ridiculous how long this thing is. So I think this here is an hour and 40-minute movie that's stretched into 2.5 hours. I mean, it's way too long. And I think ultimately that's what hurts the movie. And if there would have been more gun battles, and it should have just stuck strictly to this, what it does good is the gun battles. And this does harken back to like 80s, early 90s. Matter of fact, kind of the tough guy talk of Lethal Weapon 1 and 2, or The Last Boy Scout, or some of the Bruckheimer early 90s stuff. This harkens back to that kind of tough guy dialogue. And Gerard Butler and his boys are really laying it out really good. So I love all that stuff. That stuff is good, but it's all the other stuff around it. Just keep the tough guy stuff, keep the naked girls, keep the bloody violence, and keep the macho posturing, and you're good. But it's all the other fluff around it that just really just hurts the movie. And that third act is just it's too long. It's just entirely too long. And there's a third act twist that is, I'm cool with twists. To me, it was ridiculous. But whatever. It's a mild recommendation, but I will say, if you guys are gonna go see it earliest show. I don't think now this time of year you can't catch an 11 o'clock show at a theater, but if they got a 12 o'clock even show, maybe catch that one at the matinee. But this thing is too long. I mean, like, I swear, guys, I want to go see the 12 Strong movie, but I won't go see it after this thing. I mean, that's another 2 hour and 15-minute movie, man. I mean, some of these movies are just too long. They're too long. So mild recommendation, hits all the points that it should, but I don't know. They really wore out their welcome with this film. So anyway, sorry guys for the hiatus. That is my on-the-fly movie review of Den of Thieves. RMJ Movie Reviews. I'll see you soon. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Don't forget to hit the little bell and leave comments down below about Den of Thieves.